I have returned once again today to deliver. Oh boy, it's the day. It's the day. It is the day. It's not the day for Sangatsu though. That's in 3 weeks because, as we know, Sangatsu's been taken off for the next 3 weeks because my life has no meaning until that anime comes back. But in turn, it becomes Pop Team Epic Day because, as we know, it's Pop Team Epic Day today because it's literally just come out, and boy oh, are we in for the ride of our lives, as they say. Because boy, this episode, already, I was like, I went into it like, Hellshake Yano is the title. I was like, thank you, Hellshake Yano. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, today's the day I actually finished off collecting every single weapon in Drakengard, which actually was the most satisfying thing in the universe. Oh boy. Oh boy, was I happy when I did that as well today. So it also happens to be a good day for me because I actually finished off Drakengard's weapon run, which actually now means I actually finished off the game 100%. But yeah, I digress. Still, oh boy, are we in for a ride of Pop Team Epic. Very much the memes, some of those good old memes. But let's see whether or not the memes can actually deliver this week. So, without further delay, let's actually watch Pop Team Epic Episode 7 because we only have like 5 more weeks to go until the final. Until life has literally no meaning anymore, but I digress. So anyway, enough talk. Enough talk. Let's get this show on the road. So let's start this thing in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin now. Oh man, they actually finally animated that one bit. Oh man, we finally got it. We finally got it. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that the voice of one of the Universe 6 King from Dragon Ball Super? Granted, I can't say yay or nay. Actually, I haven't actually watched Super that much to actually kind of say 100% yay or nay. But it sounds very much like the Universe King. Is it Universe King or is it? It's the one who runs it in the background. The Tournament of Power. That person. There's two of them. I can't remember their name. I can't remember their names. I think is it Zeno? I've watched some of Dragon Ball Super, but I just never got around to finishing it. I was like, after a while. It is time. It is time for the memes. The good memes, the wholesome memes. But I do believe that happens to be the voice, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but it sounds very similar. Yeah, I think the last time I actually properly watched Dragon Ball was like back in when it first came out in Z. That's when I've actually kind of watched it properly. Oh, is he actually in the OP? I feel like I can watch it again then. I swear to God, if Hellshake Yano's like documentary gets no Oscar this year, I will actually freaking flip. Like, Hellshake Yano is so great that even after the whole entire Oscars have been nominated, he gets nomination afterwards. Because it's Hellshake Yano. I actually can't believe... I can't believe it's actually a show. That's the major thing. But I'm so glad it's a show. It's when life imitates art, literally. I mean, when you think about it, his whole entire life very much is a page-turner. Quite literally. Oh, really? I swear, it's... Wait a second. Freaking goddamn, that was a reference and a half. So I remember correctly. That's what I was thinking. Was it Undertale? I was like, is that Undertale? Because they made an Undertale reference like 2 weeks ago as well. They have some of the greatest like chemistry in the universe. These two do. Like, mate, they are pinnacle. They are pinnacle relationship right now. Because if I remember correctly, if I'm not mistaken, I might be mistaken, but I swear, Papuko is voiced by one of the Universe Six Kings. Oh man, we're getting this again. Sweet. freaking sweet. Oh man. Now see, that was a good joke. That was a good joke. Is this a reference to a really old arcade game? I was trying to figure that one out. Pokemon. This is Nintendo Pokemon. That one was easy to pinpoint. 'Cause I thought it was Outrun originally. I thought, is that Outrun? I actually can't believe this is my relationship with Drakengard. It's my relationship with Drakengard in a nutshell, literally. It's like, I'm done with this game, I have to play this game ever again. I will go play this game again. It's my whole entire relationship with Drakengard. I can't believe it. They're calling me out. The first time in my life I've actually been called out. It's actually happening. It's actually just happened. Life has just happened. I can't believe it. Oh man. I need to put this scene on tomorrow when I beat Drakengard 100%. Do metalcore. Jesus Christ, do metalcore. Where have I heard his voice before? His voice sounds so familiar. Papaco's voice sounds so familiar right now. Yeah, it sounds so like obvious. I'm just missing it. I love the VA game in this show. It's like, who's the VA this week? It's like, I know that voice. It's like every single week. It's like, I know that voice from somewhere. Jesus Christ, who is it? Is it one of the people from Naruto? Or is it someone else? Is it with Shikamaru? Is it Kiba or Shikamaru? It's one of them. I swear it's one of them. I might be wrong. I might be going nuts. Which is actually very apparent because I played Dragon God for 4 hours today. So probably I'm losing my mind. But he has that voice, you hear it somewhere else, you're like, where is it? Where is it? Where have I heard it? It is Shikamaru. Thank you. I thought it was. I was like, 'cause I haven't watched Naruto that much. I never really watched Naruto that much in the, like, Shippuden that much. So my memory of Shippuden's kind of, like, very hazy because I read it afterwards. But I swear that was Shikamaru's voice. But it is. Thank you. I can't remember how I got to on Naruto Shippuden before I started reading it. Oh man, this show is so freaking great. I can't figure out if it's actually a reference to as well. It seems very apparent this is a reference to something else. It's obvious it's a reference, but I can't figure out where it's from. I can't remember if it's actually a Deep Blade reference or something else. It's using the reference to be as another thing for its own thing. If that makes any sense. I can't believe, that's it. That's where I've heard it. That's where I've heard, the other voice actor from. It's Junpei, isn't it? Is it Junpei, from the is Junpei from the anime the same as the one from the video game? I don't remember if they actually changed him in the actual anime film series. Because I know they did it for Persona 4 Golden and the Persona 4 Golden anime. It was they changed Kanji's voice actor. I wish Hellshake Yano was a real man. Hellshake Yano is the true husband of the century. Hellshake Yano is the only person who actually can play guitar with no strings. And then make the whole entire thing explode afterwards. I think one of them was Kaiba as well. Kiba? I say Kaiba. Kaiba's Yu-Gi-Oh! Kiba. Is that Yu-Gi-Oh! Reference just then? Did I miss the low-key Yu-Gi-Oh! Reference just then? Yeah, I think it is Kiba and Shikamaru this week. But if I remember correctly, also, oh, so I thought it was. I was gonna say we finally now know who actually voices the Bob Team Epic people. But I was gonna say also, I swear, is it Kiba also voices Mikazuki from Tekken Ranbu as well? If I remember correctly. Ah, I haven't. I can't actually say I've watched some of. I've heard some of the Fate voice actors. Like, because you kind of hear it's a passing thing because everyone just makes reference to it, and always it's always on the internet you see a fight somewhere. Like, oh, that seems pretty cool. But I've heard them somewhere else beforehand as well. I could have sworn that one of them was from Tekken Ranbu. Because he has a very familiar voice still, it's the problem. Also notice the guy with the top hat in the bottom thing is one of the episodes as well. The guy with the top hat in the frame is one of the manga strips as well. If I remember correctly, they give life to him at one point. That's still a really freaking neat joke, actually. I'm trying to remember whether or not I actually played one of the Naruto games in the Japanese dub instead of English. I'm trying to remember, because I remember playing one of them in Japanese instead of English. I can't remember which one I did play in Japanese though. It's one of them. I'm trying to remember now. Because they're always dubbed, but I changed one of them over to Japanese at one point. I can't remember which one it was. That has to be an Outrun reference. That's got to be an Outrun reference. I swear to God that's an Outrun reference. And also a Pokemon reference, subsequently. Which then, does it turn into an Earthbound reference? Or is it still a Pokemon reference? It might be Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 I played in Japanese, actually. Can't remember now. I'm trying to remember. It felt so long ago, but I've always heard his voice everywhere. I was like, ah, I know that voice from somewhere. I know it's Shikamaru and Kiba, but I've played one of them in Japanese. This show always makes you have to remember where you've actually heard the voices from, and where you actually did hear them from. It turns into the VA game, as they say. I can't believe my boy Hellshake Yano got an episode, though. I'm so glad. The Ultimate Husbando, a passing reference, got turned into an actual episode. I wish they actually turned Girl Drop into an actual show. It seems freaking great. Right, let's have a quick look at old Reddit and see if I actually missed anything. Because I think it's actually going nuts half the references I'm actually making. It was an Outrun reference, I was right. I was like, ah! I knew it! I was gonna say it had to be an Outrun reference. It was Outrun mixed with Mario Kart. There's also a reference to a really freaking old anime as well that I can't remember the name of currently, but it was an old reference to a show as well. I think the fishing part was a reference to it. Apparently, it's what that's the only things I actually missed. Right, so I was right on the Outrun reference. So I was like, there has to be an Outrun reference. I looked at the time, I was like, Outrun. I don't think the bit where Pepimi gets trapped, or not Pepimi, Popico gets trapped inside the Pepimi room was Earthbound. It was actually apparently Chrono Trigger. I thought it was Earthbound originally. I thought, is that Earthbound? I was trying to remember, but anyhow, yeah. Alright, so we got the references down to a low key, as they say. I was like, yeah, I got that one. Right, so anyway, this episode, it was really freaking good. I mean, for the Hellshake Yano part of the episode, it made the whole entire thing worth it. Just because Hellshake Yano is a passing reference, he's a person that Pepimi just thinks about, and that's about it. That's all it actually is. He got turned into an actual character. I think it's actually amazing. Hopefully we actually get the other guy as well, Murata as well, from last week into an episode as well, because he seems pretty cool as well. But man, so we're 7 weeks in. The show still hasn't kind of lost its muster just yet. It's still freaking going strong. It's extremely strange because shows like this shouldn't work this long, because certainly sometimes the writing begins to kind of suffer because you're trying to keep up the ante while also kind of making it quality. It's just it kind of can in theory kind of counteract each other, actually make a kind of a terrible show towards the end. Some shows actually kind of falter towards the end, but this show's kind of still really freaking good. It's actually amazing, in fact. I mean, it's just because you just can't predict where it's going, and it's just every single time you actually watch it, you get surprised, and it's just like, we need more shows like this. We don't get enough shows like this, and because of that, we kind of just forget what good comedy is. I mean, we get those good comedy shows, don't get me wrong, there's actually a load of them out there, but shows like this, which basically just don't effing care, we need more of them, because it's so much fun. It reminds you the same thing with films as well. Sometimes you get that random film out there that actually, in theory, just reminds you, oh yeah, making films is actually pretty freaking fun. It's one of those things. This show actually just reminds you that making anime sometimes is actually really freaking fun. And actually is then subsequently to watch it really freaking damn fun as well. So you can really tell everyone's really having a well of a time making this show. Like, it's just one of those things. They probably don't know what the F they're doing, but it's just, they love it, and that's what I kind of like. You can tell the love and the tension they actually put into the show more than, say, other shows I've watched my whole entire lifetime, which is actually even stranger when you think about it. But it's just, I love it. I think it's great because it's one of the nicest pieces of escapism I've actually gotten quite a while, and that's why I kind of appreciate it more than anything. I mean, it's a nice kind of counteract to what other shows come out today as well, because we also have, well, we should have had Sangatsu, but we don't. And we also have Darling the Fran, and we also have Citrus and Ancient Magus Bride as well. All shows besides Citrus are really freaking good, besides also Darling the Fran to a certain extent, but it's still kind of good. And also, Sangatsu is the best show ever made, but I digress. It's a nice kind of counter to the whole entire thing. It really works, I think. This show just really works. And I actually kind of like the fact it premieres on a day that's actually quite packed, because it kind of, it's that one you get towards the end, and you just kind of sit there and go, yeah, it's all worth it in the end. This is all just really freaking good. It's just a fun one. It's a fun one to end on, I think. I mean, I watched some Sangatsu, Darling the Fran, and this on a Saturday, but still, it's just a nice one to kind of end off on and just kind of just enjoy it, because it's really freaking good escapism. It really is, and I love it for that reason. But yeah, I mean, hopefully the show doesn't falter towards the end of the thing, because we've got the golden run, as they say. We've got the golden run. Episode 7's always the kind of point where you realise this show's going to become terrible, because I've always seen it. The good shows always get terrible towards episode 7. There's only rarely ever a couple of shows that actually keep on going from episode 7 to episode 12. I mean, hopefully the show just continues in this vein, because I've seen other shows kind of get to this point and actually just completely drop off the map and actually become really terrible. But this one, it's really freaking good. It really is. I mean, it's really freaking good because it actually also makes you go, where have I seen that before? It's one of those ones that sometimes references, as I said beforehand, can go one of either two ways. It can go the way of, oh god, why are we getting more references of, or it can go the way of, oh, it's actually really freaking good. And here, I kind of like the references because it makes you go, where have I seen that before? It uses ones that either have never been used or used sparingly, so it actually kind of makes you go, where have I seen that before? So it actually kind of utilizes the references really freaking damn well, more better than most shows I've seen in my lifetime. I mean, Gintama still does it really freaking amazingly, but I think does it still the best. But I think this one kind of does it really freaking good as well, but just for some reason it kind of resurrects those dead franchises that otherwise some people might not know about, but some people might. I mean, the whole entire thing with Outrun, it took me a while. I was like, I swear it's an Outrun reference, because I was like, isn't it an Outrun reference? But it wasn't, and I was like, yeah, Outrun. But it's one of those things, I like the references. I like a show that does references. It's one of those things that I like it. I love references. They've always been my kind of go-to thing. So when it's done really freaking damn well, I really do appreciate it. Here, it's done really freaking damn well. So yeah, I mean, all in all, we've got exactly 4 more weeks to go into the final episode of this anime. It's really just kind of depressing because I actually don't want to see this anime go at all. Unless they announce season 2 at the end, because they have to, let's face it. They have to announce season 2 at the end of this show. Otherwise I'd be depressed. But yeah, I mean, that is me done for today. So, as I always say, if you have enjoyed this whole entire stream on Twitch, then do a follow, because indeed, it does help quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here on YouTube, and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed, it does help quite a bit. If you enjoy what I do here on YouTube, and you want to stay that little bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed, it does make quite a bit. But until tomorrow with freaking hell, I have no idea. Well, I'm also going to finish off Drakengard tomorrow, so that's going to happen tomorrow. So, whatever happens, plus Drakengard, I will see you guys then. Bye for now.